to my channel, The Learning Destinations, and today once again I am back with the very important topic. And as you can see on my screen, this topic is particularly based on the parameter value which we utilize inside the pipeline script. And this topic is very important, specifically for those guys who are new with the pipeline script, who are new in the Groovy script. So in this course, we are going to see that how we can pass the parameter value inside the pipeline script. And basically, we are going to see that how we can use the string parameter, choice parameter, how we can mention anything inside the credentials, and how we can call it inside the parameter value inside the Jenkins file. So without any further delay, let's start practical session. First sections of the practical sessions, we are going to create one repository. In fact, I have already created the repository which is inside the GitLab, and now I am going to create one file called Jenkins files, and I am going to show you that how we can easily write the pipeline script. So I am giving it name here Jenkins file, and in order to write the pipeline script, right now I'm going to show you the step. So guys, before starting it, let me clear one thing, that this is the simple pipeline script. I'm not going to design any declarative pipeline script. I'm not going to pass any dynamic value or any dynamic parameter values. This is just the simple parameter pipeline script, and where I'm going to show you that how we can pass the parameter values and how you can call the credential sections inside it as an environment variable. So let's start. So in order to achieve this, you need to firstly write it down here, pipeline. And then the next section is agent. If you have agent, that is okay, you can define here. If not, then you can go ahead with either you can define none or you can define as a any. So in my case, I'm writing down here none. And then in the next sections, you can write down the parameters which you want to pass the value. And I'm going to define, let's say, string parameter here. And I'm going first value name, and I say, let's suppose that it is a Salesforce username. The next sections, you need to define the default value. This is, guys, this is exactly the same whenever you design the Jenkins job and you select the parameter and the options come, like when you select the string parameter, these options, the Jenkins will give you these options: name, default value, descriptions. So I am writing, and you need to write it down the same value, nothing different. So here the in default value, let's suppose that I have already, I will also show you that how we can define inside as a secret text and how we can call it here. And if you have already the values, you can define here. So let's suppose that the username is Avinash Mathur at salesforce.com. Description. So this is the one section where you are defining the parameter. Now let's suppose that you need to define environments. And I want to call the environment. I can say that there is some secret file or secret text which is exist inside my Jenkins files, and now I want to call through these Jenkins files. So let me define firstly here. So let's suppose that I have one credential called Salesforce client ID. And in order to call it, you need to use credential sections here. And now I need to run some command. So it will come stages. Under the stages, there will become a stage, and I say this is my authentication stage. Here I missed to put comma. Under the authentication steps, now there will become steps, and I want to run some sh. So here I can run some, let's suppose that I want to execute some shell command, which I can execute it here. So meanwhile time, I'm just echoing this one, the value of this one. And I have already one of the command of Salesforce that I can execute through the shell, and that I will show you later on. Okay, so meanwhile time I am commenting it. So let's suppose that now I am going to commit this file under the main branch, and now we will configure one Jenkins job using this Jenkins file. So our Jenkins files is ready. Now we are going to test it in the second sections of this tutorial. Now we are going to test it inside the Jenkins. So for that, we will create one job first, and let's say I give it name my job pipeline script. And since this is the pipeline script and we have already the SCM and we are using this GitLab for that, now we need to copy this URL so we can clone this repository. And here you need to select the Git. You need to put the address. No need to give the credential as it is the public repository. And here the branch you need to change, since I have created in the main branch. Apply, save. Okay, now let's run this job. Refresh it. So it is getting failed, unable. Okay, so basically the problem is that here the Jenkins files starting with the uppercase, however my Jenkins file starting with the lowercase. So let me rectify it. Now you run it, refresh, see the logs, and it is getting failed. Why it is getting failed? SF client ID, because the environment which I put here, which I define here, it is not defined inside the credential sections, because I mentioned as a credential, but it is unable to find here. So let's create the credentials here. And for that, you go to manage Jenkins and manage credentials sections, global credentials, add credentials, and kind I am going to take as a credentials ID. So secret text, and I am going to give it name exactly the same which it is here. So in such a way, and this is also the particular way that whatever you are deciding inside the global credential sections, it means that inside the global credential sections, if you are defining secret as a file or as a text, then how you can call it inside the Jenkins files. This is the correct way, and you can get it from here. And ID, I am going to give it the same name. Okay, so let me update the values. Actually, the values which I put, that is wrong. Secret text, and I can put these values. So I will show you that. So this is one of the command which I have right now for Salesforce command. But this is the hard coded value. As you can see here, this is the hard coded value. So in somehow that you don't need to put the hard code value and you want to pass the value as a parameter, then how you can do it. So this is the correct way that you can do it in such a way, and I will show you in just couple of minutes. say OK. So now since this SF client ID, I have already defined it under the credential sections. So now if I run this job, it won't get failed. So now it's success and it print the value. Since it is the secret text, that's why it cannot give you the exact value. It will be encrypted. Okay guys, so now we have seen that something we are defining under the credential sections, then how we can call inside the Jenkins files. Now I'm going to show you that how you can use this variable in the command sections. So I have one command ready for that, and let's suppose that I'm going to give it. So if I need to run this command particular, let me uncomment it. So you can see that that is the value client ID which is hard coded. So this is not the good practice. We cannot expose any secret text or secret file directly here, right? So in order to run this command, we can define the client ID as I have defined here under the credential sections, and you can call it in the command sections like that. Okay, so the value will be come here. In the same way, let's suppose that you cannot directly put the value here. Directly you can define the value here, right? So there is a two ways. So you can define these instance URL or any, let's suppose that if even it is the username. So if you see that the username I have already defined here, right? The variable name is SF username, right? So I can call this variable here rather than directly putting the username. I can say and in the same way, let's suppose that you don't want to give this URL directly, you don't want to hard code it. So how you can write it down? You can define another string parameter here. You can give name, and let's say you can get instance URL. Default value you can define here. Right? So rather than directly putting the value, you can call the same parameter here in the inside the command. Like that. So guys, this is the example of simple parameter which is given in the string, that how you can utilize something you are mentioning inside the credential sections, then how you can deal with that inside the Jenkins files. So far I was dealing this kind of case here, the string parameter value, the credentials ID, and how we can use those parameter value inside the command. Now I am going to show you another case where we are going to use the choice parameter, and in choice parameter I am going to define you one case which is based on the environment. So let's suppose that some value you have different environment, dev environment, stage environment, UAT environment, and the value is value for all the environment are different. Then how you can call it inside the Jenkins files? If value is different, it is not possible, then you will define the value for each environment here inside the Jenkins files. So now I am going to show you what is the best way to handle in such situations. Okay guys, so as explained earlier, now I am going to show you the use case of choice parameter, and I am going to define here one choice parameter. So you can define here choice. Guys, these syntax are exactly the same. if you are not comfortable with the syntax, then you can simply go and you can create one freestyle job here, and then you can define the parameter sections, and inside that you can choose the parameter sections, right? And you see the values which we are using here, right? These values will be the same, and accordingly you can put these like name, default value, description section, etc. So here I will put name. Let's say we are saying org name or in environments. And then you need to define the choices. So let's suppose that we have dev environment, then we have stage environment, then we have UAT environment, right? And in descriptions you can write, please select the environments. So let's run this choice parameter case. So first time, this is the first time, that's why it won't come that options. Once it is run, then the options will come. So there is something default value. Okay. Let me so here is the error. Let me rectify it, as I have earlier changed here and I forgot to rectify it. Guys, so now let me run this. So you can see that now these options after running the choice parameter, right? The parameter which we have defined here, now it is coming as a choice. So you can select here dev, stage, UAT, right? And accordingly you can build here. So I say build, but this job will be failed because I still to figure out this command, this Salesforce, because these URL are not active as of now. So let me comment it and let's trigger this job. So it is success, right? So just now we have seen that the parameter value and the choices parameter, how we can define it and how we can utilize inside the command. Okay, now I am going to show you another case. Let's suppose that these values, the client IDs values, and there is I am going to define another values that is called consumer key, which is based on the parameter selections, which is based on the environment selections. Then in such cases, how you can tackle this kind of issues. So now I am going to show you that use case. So let me define here. So let's suppose that there is another called consumer key. So let's suppose that there is we called okay. So let's suppose that if we select some environment from here, if it is a prod environment or dev environment or a stage environment, any one of the environment, right? Then in such cases, we need to define credentials for all the environment, right? but I don't think so it is the good practice, right? So it doesn't sound good, it doesn't sound professionally. So in order to tackle these problems, how we can do it? So basically we will use one, we can say the environment that can handle all the environment which is defined here, right? So how we can do it? Now I'm going to show you. So you can do like this. And since the choice parameter is, so you can define here org name, right? So this is based on the org name, the credentials will be selected and you can commit here. So, and now let's suppose that for each environment, you have different credential sections. So you can mention here. So in under the credential sections, go to manage Jenkins, manage credential, and let's suppose that you have you need to define consumer key for Dave, right? So let me add one more sections here, and it will be secret file. Let me choose that secret files, and you can call it as like the Dave underscore sf underscore consumer underscore key. In the same way, you can add for all your environment. Like in our case, we have Dave, Stage, UAT, Productions, right? So you can add here credential for all your environment. If the value is different, then only. Here you need to select file, secret file, choose server.key ID, right? So what will happen when we run the job from the dashboard, right? Now when we will run the job, let's suppose that, so now what will happen, let's suppose that we are running from the Dave environment, for the Dave environment, right? The moment when we select the Dave environment, here the value, since we put org name, so it will select the value org name Dave here, Dave underscore sf underscore consumer underscore key. And since the value we have already defined under the credential section, so it will pick up the value from here. It will pick up the value from here, right? So in such a way, by the single line, we can manage the credentials for all the different environments, right? And we don't need to write n numbers of times the same thing inside our Jenkins files. So I think this is the most ideal way to handle this kind of situations, this kind of problem. Let's run this. So let's suppose that we are going for Dave environment. There is no such method. Okay, so there is error in credentials here. The credentials spelling is wrong. Let's run it. Okay, so here the syntax is something wrong. We need to fix it. Let's run it again. So now it is success, right? So accordingly, it can pick the values based on the org name, and it will pick the credentials which you have already defined. And in such a way, you can handle the secret file, secret text, any parameter value by the single line inside the Jenkins file for all your different environment. So now time to recollect everything what we have done in this tutorial. So basically we have created one repository here, and in the starting of this tutorial we have seen that how we can define the pipeline syntax using the string parameter and how we can pass inside the command, right? Then later on we have mentioned those credentials here in Jenkins, and we have configured one Jenkins job, and then we have run those jobs using this particular projects, using this particular repository. After that, we have seen that how we can handle the choice parameters and how we can handle the different environment credentials using the choice parameter. That's all for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed these sessions. If you have any questions, any feedback, you can write me in the comment sections. And if you enjoyed this blog, then please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Simultaneously press the bell icon as well. And I will see you next week with some more interesting topic. Till the time, bye bye. Thank you so much for watching this.